Okay, so I've got the decals on. They seem pretty sparse, like there's heaps of panels, but maybe that's how it is. There's only placards in certain areas. The instrument panel and the instrumentation down the back. Now I've painted in the harnesses, so I've got to give all this a wash yet. I'm still deciding on what colour washing I'll do. Obviously I can't use black or anything like that. Brown, it's too dark, it won't show, so I'll have to go with see what, I haven't really had a good look at what I got. If I have an enamel wash I can just use, or if I have to mix up oil paint. Okay, so that's that. I've started on the, as I mentioned in my review, I'm building it one wing folded, one wing out, so you can see the aircraft in both positions, so to speak. I know it would not be parked like that, but I'm only ever going to build this kit once, so I'm going both ways with it. So I'm going to do starboard wing folded up, and port wing will be normal position extended. So your instructions all, it's pretty clear. So you're starting with the wheel bay, which is that, and control surfaces, which I've built, and that's starboard, and then it goes to port, so I'm not doing that yet. So when I finished there, I went to if you're doing extended wing, you stay on here, that's the extended wing, and if you want to go folded wings, then you need to go to step 51, which is this one, and that's glued into that piece of wing, the folding mechanism on the end. So I haven't glued it all together yet because I need to paint the bay, top of the bay, so don't worry about those pin marks, you won't see them. So I'll paint in here so I can get at it from this way, paint the floor or the upper wing, and then I can put it together. I did a dry fit before, it fits good. Probably just that corner there might need, it probably might need, when I see it clean it up, it might need some filler, but we'll see when I get there. But otherwise it seems to fit alright. So I haven't looked into this yet, but no, not that one. Oh, there. Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh, hang on, there it is. It's supposed to be that way when it does go in, but anyway, I'm not up to there at the moment. And then where else was I? Starboard, which was that. Then it goes to port, so it's doing the inner wing if you're doing the fold. So then I had to go over here and do the center section of the wing and then the wing tip. Now I've had a look, a whole heap of images of Royal Australian Navy Gannets, and I did not see one with rockets on it, so I'm not doing the rockets, even though that really adds a lot to the look of the model when it's sitting on a display table. It added interest, but I'm gonna just stick with no rockets because I've not seen it with them on. So I'll just put the armament in the bomb bay, even though you won't see that unless you put a mirror under it. Anyway, so yeah, so now I'm gonna paint up that so I can start putting these wings together. So having a look through my washes, I found one that was suitable for my needs. So it's light grey, so I just highlighted the raised details. There's no need to do all this area because you'll only see what's in there, so by the time it goes together, you can see that you're only seeing that section. So that's, might as well leave that there now. Excuse me. Can start to glue all this together. I'm still working on my folded wing section. I've built, where did I put that? Oh, that's the wing tip. And you got clear pieces that go on the end, and the navigation light is just a tiny bit on the end. So I'm just going to paint the whole piece with the colour scheme, and then at the end I'll just paint in that tip because it's so tiny. And there's a centre seam line on that clear piece anyway, so I had to sand it out so you lose all that nice clear shine of the part. What else I've done one horizontal stabilizer glued together. I've got to still clean up seam lines. And oh, there it is. And I did the rudder. So I'm just, while I was waiting for things to dry, I was just working on different sections. I've painted in the aluminium. Where is that? So I've used AK Extreme Metal aluminium, and I'm going to give that a clear gloss coat yet, and then I can put that together. And then once this together, these will finish off this section of the wing, then I'll do the extended wing. Alright, it's going together no problem at all. Clicked in place where it should. I glued the starboard side of the interior to that starboard side fuselage, let that dry, and I've pushed the other piece in and it all clicked in. And as you can see, I'm just using Tamiya tape to hold it tight. Pegs don't really work on, as you can see, they just fly off. Surface is curved like that, and if you pinch the sides it just opens up the top. So that's going well. I'll let that dry, then I'll come under and do the underside. So yeah, while that's happening, I'm starting this the wheel bay for the port wing, so I start putting all that together now. Almost all glued up. This is the section that goes in where the sonar comes in and out. If you're doing it deployed, there's a piece that goes in here that it sits on, but because you can't do that when it's on the ground, it'll push all the way in. This isn't a great fitting piece, this one. I'm going to glue it one side, hold it when it dries, and then come into the other side. It keeps wanting to pop up. I'll try and get it the best as I can. I've done just a dry fit of the wing, and I can't get it to go in all the way. I think this is might be too thick, because it won't. I don't want to push it on again because it's really hard to get off. The end here won't go all the way in. It should sit flush up into there. I haven't tried the other side yet, but there's channels where these pieces go into. Again, the back one doesn't want to play the game. See, doesn't want to, oh, here we go. And it's not going all the way in though. You can get it there, but then the front comes out. So I've got to work out what's going on there. Something's not right. So I was thinking about if I can paint the wings up and put them in later. Maybe that one, but the other one had a bit of a gap. So there's a gap at the front that wouldn't work very well with, because it'll need putty. That didn't sound good, did it? So I think these are too thick maybe, but I'll have to suss it out more before I go forcing it too much. Yeah, so but otherwise it's coming together alright, but again that's it for me today because it's so hot, still going through a heat wave.